What's up, reptile lovers? It's Marcellus, and welcome to the Reptile Network, where we inform, educate, and discuss various reptiles, maybe some arachnids, and definitely some insects. Today, I have a quick hitter for you. This reptile is not very popular in the reptile game. Like, you very rarely, probably never will see him in a pet shop, but he's a Hall of Famer in my book. Today, we're going to talk about the collared lizard. This is Charlie, by the way. I've had Charlie for about 5 years, and he's acting pretty flighty today, but he's pretty tame. You make me look bad, player. Anyway, collared lizards, desert-dwelling lizards. Collared lizards get their name from the black band that's around their neck. So when it comes to collared lizards, there are different types, there are subspecies, and there are morphs. But for right now, we're going to talk about the eastern collared lizard as well as the desert collared lizard. Charlie is a desert collared lizard, even though when I purchased him, they told me he was an eastern. But as you can see, Rainbow Star is an eastern. She's a morph, blaze blue to be specific. And she's very colorful. Her colors pop. The blues and the greens and the yellows. Those colors are very vibrant on Rainbow Star. It's probably why my girls named her that. Both the eastern as well as the desert collared lizard, they can get about 10 inches long, and the males are always larger than the females. That's one way of telling the difference. And they have a lifespan between 5 and 8 years long. And in captivity, that will obviously be on the higher end, as long as you're doing everything you need to do to take care of them properly. Main thing, heating, lighting, food, and water. They're desert species, so they don't require a lot of water. However, you do need to make sure that you have proper lighting for them, which is heat, as well as a UVB bulb. In the wild, these guys hang out in rocky areas out in the Midwest. Facts to know about the collared lizard is you will not find them in a pet shop. If you do, I would definitely be surprised. They're one lizard that I feel like the reptile game has just forgot about them. You'll have to order them online. And if you do, just make sure that you know you'll need a 40-gallon tank at the least. And it's best to probably have sand as the substrate. I use a mixture of sand as well as eco earth, and it seems to work out well for me. I have these large rocks in here for them. It allows them to bask. I have my heating bulb is on top of the screen, top of the cage, and it allows them to bask in that area. They seem to enjoy that spot. This collared lizard right here is Crazy Larry. I just purchased him about, I think, 3 weeks ago. He's not tamed yet, but we're working on it, and hopefully he'll tame down sooner or later, and then maybe we'll just drop the crazy and just say Larry, but maybe not. For my collared lizards, I like the temperature in the 90s and higher. Obviously in the evenings it dips down to the 80s. I drop the temperature down some. When it comes to their diet, I feed them crickets, doobie roaches, and some mealworms. A funny thing, the first time I had a collared lizard, I think I was probably about 17, and this was when you could purchase them from the pet shop. I cannot remember the pet shop that I purchased them from. This was back home in DC, and I fed him cockroaches. I'll never forget this, from the sewer out in the alley. It wasn't very wise, and I remember when he died, I was like, man, I don't know why he died. I thought I was taking care of him well. I had the heat lamp and everything. I did not realize that I killed him by giving him those nasty cockroaches from the sewer. Yeah, you live and you learn. But that was when I was 17, and it wasn't like there was a lot of information out there, but probably should have known better. But I felt that that was a cheaper way to feed him, and I had a job, but I don't think I was able to get to the pet shop often. So I guess that's why I figured that I had a nice source of food for my collared lizard, but it didn't work out very well for him. But these guys are nice and healthy. I will say Charlie, I've had for 5+ years, and he's doing very well. Rainbow Star had her for 3 years, maybe 4, I think. And again, you can keep a male and a female in the cage together, but you don't want to keep 2 males together. That won't work at all. My opinion, the collared lizard would be a great reptile for beginners with some experience. Really, they're low maintenance. I think the main thing is to maintain proper heating and the UVB bulb, as well as food. And you want to make sure you have one that's captive bred. If not, you'll have one like Crazy Larry who needs to be tamed down, which I can do that. I have the time, but if you are a beginner, it might be a little harder because he'll bite possibly, and you may not have the patience to do so. So there you have it, folks, the collared lizard. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed any of this, please like, share, and subscribe.